Welcome to day 8 of our 14-day Yogalates challenge for lower body strength and pelvic stability. If this is your first day participating in this series, check out the comments section down below for more details. And when you're ready, we'll get started. Afford yourself a moment to get comfortable, either sitting on your shins, or you might like to sit in a cross-legged position as we take a seated cat and cow. Inhale, scoop the chest forward, gaze up. Exhale, curl and round, chin to chest, engage the core. Inhale, spinal extension. Exhale, spinal flexion. A few more rounds, moving at your pace. Noticing if there are any regions in the body where you might be feeling sensation. And if so, mindfully guiding the breath there. One more round. On your next inhale, we'll extend the arms skywards. Exhale, lower the arms behind your back, interlacing the fingers. Inhale, broaden across the heart space, gaze up. Exhale, guide the bind around to the right-hand side of your waist, lowering the left ear towards the left shoulder, finding a lovely stretch along the right side of the neck. Gently roll the chin to the chest. Back to center. Inhale, extend the arms back, gaze up. Exhale, guide the bind round to the left, this time lowering the right ear to the right shoulder. Can you soften into the posture a little more? And gently guide the chin to the chest. Back to center. Inhale, extend the arms once more, gaze up. And this time we'll fold forward as though we were coming into child's pose. However, we'll keep the bind. And extending your arms overhead, imagining as though you can guide them towards the earth behind you. Feeling a lovely opening across the front of the shoulders. Mindfully return upright to a seated position. Broaden across the heart space once more. And place your palms on your lap. From here we will come onto our sits bones. Planting the soles of the feet down, placing the palms under the thighs, we'll begin to roll down onto our backs, one vertebra at a time. Engaging the core. Affording yourself a moment to get comfortable. You might like to place one palm on the belly, the other on the heart space. Really allow yourself to connect to this moment, to the breath. From here, guiding the knees to the chest. You might like to create some organic movement, circling the knees in one direction and the other. Lowering the soles of the feet down onto the mat. Arms are extended the length of the body, grounding down through the palms, or you might like to flex the elbows, fingertips facing skywards. We'll come into a bridge lift. Raising the hips, the lower back, the mid-back, squeezing the glutes, engaging the inner thighs. And slowly lowering down one vertebra at a time. Grounding down through the feet, lifting up again. Lowering down with control, finding your rhythm. A few more times, warming up the spine. Knees are hip-width distance apart. Once more, and this time we'll keep our hips up and start to create some small pulses. Ever so slightly lowering those hips, that pelvis down, and squeezing the glutes right back up. Checking in with the upper body. Can you broaden across the heart space? Can you relax the shoulders into the mat? Can you unclench the jaw? Soften the muscles of the face. Keep those hips up and hold. One more breath. And begin to lower the hips down. Well done. Draw the knees to the chest. We'll take one circle in either direction, returning the soles of the feet to the mat. Ankles are underneath the knees. And we'll peel up into a bridge once more. Finding your foundation, we'll ground down through our left leg as we extend our right leg out. Both knees are aligned, the hips are squared, keeping that pelvis aligned. Seeing if you can lift up a little higher, find length through the toes, squeeze the glutes. Really beginning to feel the activation in the hamstrings and the glutes on the left-hand side. Keeping the hips raised, we are going to flex that knee, drawing it into the chest. Extend the leg skywards, pointing the toes, and lowering that straight leg down back to where we started. Flex the knee in, extend, and lower. Flex the knee in, extend, and lower. In, lift, and lower, just like this. Moving with control. Imagining as though you are moving through molasses. Create that resistance. Allow your muscles to work. Breathing through any tension. Last movement in this direction, and we'll swap the direction. This time raising the leg up, bending the knee in, extending the leg out. Lift, bend, extend. Lift, bend, extend, just like that. Finding your rhythm. Final round. Pause for a moment and gently place that right foot down. Well done. Begin to lower the back one vertebra at a time. Draw the knees to the chest. We'll create one circle in either direction. Lower the soles of the feet down and we'll get set up to take this on the other side, peeling each vertebra off the mat one at a time, grounding down through the right leg as we extend that left leg out. Ensuring that that pelvis is level, hips are raised, squeezing the glutes, the knees are aligned, and point that left foot. Feel that left leg growing longer. You've got this. Softening the accessory muscles. One more breath. Flexing the knee, guiding it into the chest. Extend the leg and lower the leg. In, extend, and lower. Draw the knee in, lift the leg up, and lower with control, just like this. Finding fluidity, moving with control. Final round in this direction. And from here, we'll reverse the direction. Lift the leg up, draw the knee in, extend. Lift the leg up, knee to chest, extend, just like that. Breathe. Can you raise those hips a little higher? Can you broaden across the heart space a little more? You've got this. Final round. Pause for a moment. And gently lower that left foot down. Well done. Begin to lower the mid-back, the lower back, the hips. Draw the knees to the chest. We'll create one circle in either direction. Perhaps rolling side to side, massaging out the lower back. Mindfully lower the soles of the feet to the mat, extending the arms. Pause for a moment to reconnect with the breath, and we'll prepare to go into a bridge again, raising the hips, squeezing the inner thighs, the glutes. Keeping the hips raised, we'll come into some small pulses, ever so slightly lowering those hips and raising them right back up. Keep the hips up and hold. Squeeze the glutes a little more. Ground down through the feet. Raise the pelvis and gently roll each vertebra down. One breath here. And we'll get set up to go into a bridge again, raising the hips, the lower back, the mid back. This time we're going to extend our right leg, float the leg up, flex the foot and lower, point the foot, lift the leg, flex the foot and lower, point and lift, flex and lower. Keeping the legs straight, we're just changing the angle of the ankle and the foot. Really working on engaging the hamstrings, the quads, the glutes, the calf muscle. Everything is working together. Stay strong. Breathe. This could be an excellent invitation to invite a smile onto your lips. Pause at the top and gently lower that right leg down. We'll go straight away on the other side, extending the left leg. Point the toes and lift the leg. Flex the foot and lower. Point and lift, flex and lower. Doing your best to keep those hips level, keep the pelvis aligned. This is our final bit of work. Stay strong. Stay focused. Guide your breath to any regions where you are feeling sensation. Can you slow down the breath a little more? Pause and lower that left leg. Well done. Roll the back down, draw the knees to the chest. Find any movement that feels right for you in this moment. And when you're ready, we'll come into a supine pigeon pose, creating a figure 4 with the right ankle on top of the left leg, finding any bind that works for you, keeping the right foot flexed so that we're protecting the knee joints. Maybe finding some ankle rotations with that left foot. Breathe. Keeping our legs in a figure 4, we'll lower the left foot down, cactus the arms out wide, guide our hips over to the right, and then lower the legs down to the left. Grounding that right sole of the foot on the floor, keeping the right knee elevated towards the sky, maybe gazing over towards that right arm, maybe closing the eyes. Ensuring that both shoulders stay grounded to the earth. One more breath. Mindfully release, uncross the legs, and we'll get set up to take this on the other side, coming into supine pigeon. If you'd like to come into the twist, lowering the right foot down onto the floor, moving the hips over to the left as we guide our legs over to the right, gazing towards the left. This is a great way to stretch out the outer hips, the lower back. Mindfully beginning to unravel, returning both feet to the earth, heel toeing the feet to the edge of the mat, allowing the knees to rest against one another. Breathe. And when you're ready, we will find some rolling like a ball, massaging out the spine, engaging the muscles of the core, the abdomen. When you're ready, we'll flip over, transitioning into a plank pose and shift our hips up as we come into downward facing dog, finding length along the entire posterior chain, maybe pedaling out the dog, finding any adjustments that feel right for you. And in your own time, finding stillness, slowing down the breath. Mindfully guide the knees to the mat. Join the big toes together, sink the hips back to the heels, walk the arms out in front, lower the forehead onto the mat. Child's pose. Recognizing that you are safe, you are well, and it is okay to surrender. It is okay to accept this moment in its entirety. Letting go. If you notice the mind beginning to wander, simply guiding yourself to this moment, to the breath. Staying in child's pose for as long as you like. You're more than welcome to pause the video here. And when you're ready, joining us in a seated position. Placing the palms in the lap, roll the shoulders back, and on your next inhale, extend the arms overhead, join the palms together. Exhale, lower the hands to heart center. Affording yourself a moment to acknowledge all of your work, acknowledge your efforts for showing up here today to nourish the mind, the body, and the soul. Let us close practice in a space of gratitude. Taking 3 cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Thank you all so much for today. Namaste.